In the dense canopy of Central and South American rainforests, an evolutionary marvel moves at a pace that defies nature's urgency. Sloths, the slowest mammals alive today, travel at speeds barely exceeding a human walk. Their bodies have evolved to match this deliberate lifestyle, with a metabolism so slow it can take them days to digest a single leaf. This isn't laziness, it's a survival strategy honed over millions of years. Sloths belong to an ancient order that diverged from other mammals over 60 million years ago. Their closest relatives are anteaters and armadillos, forming the Xenarthran group unique to the Americas. This evolutionary path has produced creatures perfectly adapted to a life of patience and minimal energy expenditure. Fossil evidence shows their basic body plan has remained remarkably stable for tens of millions of years. Three-toed sloths, named for their distinctive limb structure, inhabit the tropical lowlands from Mexico to Panama. Unlike their two-toed cousins, these sloths rely on a specialized digestive system that requires them to spend up to 4 days processing each meal. Their fur, growing in a single direction, helps channel rainwater toward their bodies where it's absorbed through their skin. Two-toed sloths, though sharing the name, are more closely related to anteaters than to three-toed sloths. These forest dwellers occupy a different ecological niche, often found in wetter regions where their preferred vegetation grows. Their slower digestion is offset by a more varied diet, including branches and bark. Remarkably, they can survive longer periods without food than their three-toed relatives. A sloth's distinctive greenish fur isn't from dye, it's a living partnership with algae. Tiny microorganisms thrive in the sloth's dense hair, creating a camouflage that helps them blend with the forest floor when they descend. This relationship extends beyond appearance. The algae provide additional nutrients while the sloth offers the algae a home and moisture. It's a rare example of mammal-algae symbiosis in the wild. Inside a sloth's digestive tract, an entire ecosystem of bacteria works overtime to break down tough, toxic leaves. These microbes detoxify the plant material while extracting maximum nutrition. Scientists have discovered over 300 species of bacteria living in sloth feces, creating a mini biome that supports the entire canopy food web. The sloth's gut is a testament to nature's collaborative ingenuity. Sloths have transformed trees into their personal fortresses, spending nearly their entire lives suspended in the canopy. Their claws are perfectly curved to grip branches like living hooks, while their bodies are built for horizontal living. When they need to move between trees, they perform a remarkable controlled fall, using their limbs to steer their descent like living parachutes through the forest air. A sloth's day unfolds in slow motion, with most hours devoted to eating, sleeping, and maintaining their algae-coated fur. They descend from trees only once a week, usually at night, to use the bathroom in a ritual that can take hours. This infrequent ground time exposes them to predators, making each journey a calculated risk. Their entire existence revolves around conserving energy and avoiding danger. Despite their lumbering appearance, sloths face threats from harpy eagles, jaguars, and ocelots. Their camouflage and nocturnal habits provide crucial protection, but baby sloths are vulnerable to snakes and large birds. Adults rely on their speed when startled, sudden bursts of movement that can surprise predators. Their survival depends on remaining unseen rather than outrunning danger. A sloth's heart beats at a glacial pace, around 40 times per minute compared to 70 in humans. This slow rhythm reduces energy consumption but creates vulnerability during stress. Their blood carries a special protein that prevents clotting during long periods of inactivity, allowing them to hang motionless for hours without blood pooling in their heads. Evolution has crafted a circulatory system perfectly matched to their lifestyle. Habitat destruction threatens sloth populations across their range, with deforestation fragmenting their forest homes. Conservation efforts focus on creating wildlife corridors that allow sloths to move between isolated tree patches. Protected reserves in countries like Costa Rica and Panama have shown promising results, with some populations stabilizing or even increasing. These gentle giants need our help to continue their ancient journey. Sloths represent evolution's boldest experiment in slow living, proving that success doesn't always require speed or strength. Their unique adaptations, from algae-coated fur to specialized microbes, create a web of relationships that sustains entire ecosystems. As we continue to explore the rainforest's secrets, these ancient survivors remind us that sometimes the most extraordinary solutions are the ones that move at the world's slowest pace. Their story continues to unfold in the green canopy above. Sloths belong to an ancient group of mammals called xenarthrans, a lineage that first appeared over 60 million years ago, shortly after the age of dinosaurs ended. These early xenarthrans were likely small, insect-eating creatures that scurried along forest floors, but over millions of years, some evolved into the slow, tree-dwelling giants we know today. The fossil record shows that sloths once ranged far beyond the tropical canopies of Central and South America, with giant ground sloths the size of elephants roaming the continents until just 10,000 years ago. One of the most remarkable adaptations of sloths is their incredibly slow metabolism, which operates at roughly half the rate of most mammals. This sluggish pace allows them to survive on a diet of low-nutrition leaves that would starve faster animals. Their body temperature fluctuates with their environment, dropping as they rest and rising slightly when active. This energy-conserving strategy means a sloth might take an entire month to digest a single meal, moving so slowly that algae grows on their fur without them noticing. Sloths have evolved extraordinary physical adaptations for life in the canopy. Their long, curved claws can reach nearly a foot in length and serve as powerful hooks for gripping branches. Unlike most mammals, sloths have an extra neck vertebra, giving them the ability to rotate their heads up to 270 degrees. Their muscles are specially arranged to support their body weight while hanging, and their fur grows in a unique direction that helps channel water away from their skin, keeping them dry during tropical rains. The greenish tint often seen on sloth fur is not just dirt, but a thriving ecosystem of algae and other organisms that have made the sloth's coat their home. This symbiotic relationship provides the sloth with camouflage among the green leaves of the rainforest canopy. Scientists have identified over 900 different species living exclusively on sloth fur, including moths, beetles, and even tiny frogs. The algae may also provide some nutritional benefit to the sloth, supplementing their leaf-heavy diet with essential nutrients. Sloths spend up to 20 hours a day sleeping, a behavior that has puzzled scientists for decades. This extreme lethargy is not laziness, but a survival strategy refined over millions of years. By conserving energy, sloths can survive on the minimal calories available from their leaf-based diet. Their slow movements also make them nearly invisible to predators, as they move so gradually that they appear to be part of the tree itself. Even their breathing rate slows to just a few breaths per minute when they are at rest. Despite being masters of the trees, sloths must make a perilous journey to the forest floor approximately once a week to defecate. This behavior seems counterintuitive given the danger of ground predators, but researchers believe it may be linked to the sloth's relationship with the moths that live in their fur. The moths lay their eggs in the sloth's dung, and the nutrients from this process may somehow benefit the sloth. This risky descent is one of the most dangerous moments in a sloth's life. Sloth babies are born with the ability to cling to their mother's belly immediately after birth, a crucial skill for survival in the canopy. The infant rides with its mother for about 6 months, learning essential skills like finding food and navigating branches. During this time, the baby's fur gradually develops the same greenish tint as its mother's, as the algae and organisms begin to colonize its coat. Weaning occurs slowly, with the young sloth beginning to sample leaves while still nursing. Today, only 6 species of sloth exist, divided into 2 distinct families. The two-toed sloths, which move slightly faster and have a more flexible snout, inhabit the Amazon rainforest basin. The three-toed sloths, with their characteristic 3 long claws and more restricted movement, are found in the Atlantic coastal forests of Brazil and parts of Central America. Despite their similar appearance, these 2 groups evolved separately and have different skeletal structures, representing millions of years of independent evolution. As global temperatures rise and weather patterns shift, sloths face new challenges in their ancient forest home. Changes in rainfall timing affect the availability of their preferred leaves, forcing sloths to travel farther in search of food. Habitat fragmentation from deforestation creates dangerous gaps in the canopy, forcing these poor climbers to venture to the ground where they are vulnerable to predators. Conservation efforts focus on protecting corridors of connected forest to allow sloths to move safely between feeding areas. In recent years, sloths have become ambassadors for rainforest conservation, appearing in wildlife rehabilitation centers throughout Central and South America. These facilities rescue injured sloths, often victims of power lines or vehicle collisions, and work to return them to the wild. The gentle nature of sloths has also made them subjects of scientific study, helping researchers understand how mammals adapt to low-energy lifestyles and what their unique physiology can teach us about medicine and longevity. The secret life of sloths reveals millions of years of evolutionary wisdom, showing how survival sometimes means moving slowly rather than quickly. Their success in the competitive world of tropical forests proves that there are many ways to thrive in nature. As these ancient survivors continue to capture human imagination, they remind us that the most profound adaptations are often the ones that seem the simplest. The sloth's way of life, perfected over eons, offers lessons in patience, efficiency, and harmony with the natural world. Sloths remain one of evolution's most successful experiments in specialization, perfectly suited to their niche in the rainforest canopy. Their continued existence depends on our commitment to protecting their forest homes and understanding the delicate balance they represent. These ancient survivors carry within their slow, deliberate movements the story of life itself, a testament to the power of adaptation and the enduring mystery of the natural world.